we all sort of move through the world in a different way. I just move through the world with like a very like attuned lens. Like I'm an observational person, and I think about. I sort of look. I guess I look for stuff, but there are of course moments where you're not necessarily actively looking, and they come to you. I guess so. It's like sort of like setting a trap and allowing certain things to fall into it, And then other times you're like, you have like an intuition that a particular setting or space or whatever will. I mean, like I look at things on the street, and I look at in the spaces I'm in studio spaces, I'm in academic spaces, I live in a city, right? Like, so there's a lot of like stuff coming. So, and I've always lived in a city, and maybe that's part of my sensibility too. I've always lived in large cities where like there's just kind of a lot of visual offerings all the time that give themselves to you in terms of like possibility for finding something in that rubble, I guess. So it's a little bit of both. It's like sitting back and letting things kind of filter through, and then other times just being like, I think of it as like opening the aperture and like letting as much information in as possible. So having grown up in like a family of people who move through the world with kind of a camera at their side, or even like that becomes their gaze, like they just are. My mom was like an artist, but also like a journalist, photojournalist, not seriously, but like for a small local paper and things like that. And my dad shot commercial photography, and so I actually think about like the content, which I hate that word, but you know what I mean. The real meaning of that word that I use, bring in is like it's like photographic. So I use my camera a lot to like just take notes of things, and so I'm just kind of like one of those people that's looking at stuff all the time.